This is the story of Erin Patterson, the woman at the center of what's been called Australia's most shocking food-related crime. A case built on lies, poison, trust, and one deadly mushroom. It began on an ordinary winter afternoon in rural Victoria, Australia. On July 29, 2023, Erin Patterson hosted a family lunch in Leongatha. On the table, beef Wellington stuffed with mushrooms. Her guests, Donald and Gail Patterson, her former in-laws, and Heather and Ian Wilkinson, her husband's relatives. Hours later, the meal turned deadly. All four fell violently ill. By week's end, 3 were dead. Only Ian Wilkinson survived, after weeks in a coma. Doctors confirmed the cause. Amanita phalloides, the death cap mushroom, one bite enough to destroy a liver. But where had the mushrooms come from? Patterson said the mushrooms were store-bought, but prosecutors suggested she'd foraged death caps and dried them in a dehydrator she later discarded. Why get rid of the dehydrator if nothing was wrong with it? That question became central to the case. Investigators uncovered more troubling details. Patterson had told her guests she was battling cancer and wanted advice on how to break the news to her children. But doctors later confirmed she'd never been diagnosed. Even more chilling, prosecutors claimed Erin's estranged husband, Simon, had fallen mysteriously ill on several occasions before their split. He wasn't at the lunch, but his parents were. Was this a family meal gone wrong? Or something more sinister? Police combed through Patterson's digital footprint. They discovered her phone had been reset before the investigation began, wiping search history and possible evidence. Why would an innocent host erase her phone? Another detail emerged. Erin served her guests from one set of plates, while she ate from another. She said she felt ill too, but never needed a hospital. By 2024, the case was in court. The defense called it a horrific accident, but prosecutors pointed to lies, selective serving, a dumped dehydrator, a wiped phone, and long simmering family tensions. In July 2025, after weeks of testimony, a jury found Erin Patterson guilty of 3 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder. She was sentenced to life in prison, with no chance of parole for 33 years. And yet, the story refuses to settle. Was Erin a cold-blooded killer? Or just reckless with mushrooms she didn't understand? Why lie about cancer, dump the dehydrator, or wipe her phone? Even after conviction, mystery lingers. At its core, this story isn't just about a poisoned meal. It's about trust turned toxic, family ties turned fatal, and the thin line between hospitality and homicide.